There are some coins out there like these Jefferson nickels that you never want to spend. So let's first up start with a 1945 Jefferson nickel. Now, if you guys are not familiar with coins, in 1945, these nickels are actually 35% silver, so they always have a little bit of value in silver. The way you can tell if a Jefferson nickel is silver is you just turn it over to the reverse and see if it has a big P, D, or S mint mark. That's the only ones that are 35% silver with the big P, D, and S mint mark. They made those from 1942 to 1945. Now, this coin actually has a mint error. So here on the obverse of the coin, you can see that it was struck through a fragment. So that is a strike through error, which gives the coin a lot of value. This nickel ended up selling for over $430 at auction. Next up is a 1949 Jefferson nickel. Now, we will get more modern here as we go. We're not just looking at older nickels. This coin has been broad struck, so you'll see that mint error around the rim of the coin. You can kind of see how it looks like it's stretched out around the rim, right? That is a broad strike, and this coin ended up selling for $312. Now, keep in mind the condition or the coin grade will also affect its value. If this coin was in horrible condition, it wouldn't have sold for over $300. Next up is a 1962 Jefferson nickel that was struck onto a defective planchet. You can see that there as we zoom in on the nickel. This coin only ended up selling for $33 at auction, but you know, it's a $30 coin. Now, here's a 1964 Jefferson nickel that was struck onto a defective planchet, and you can see that this coin here is graded by NGC at a mint state 64, and the nickel ended up selling for $192. Next up is a 1969 Jefferson nickel. It looks very normal on the reverse, but as we flip the coin over, you'll see here on the obverse that it doesn't look right, you know? And that's because it was struck through a capped die. You can look for these errors on all kinds of different other coins, not just Jefferson nickels. This coin sold for a little over $50. Here's something you always want to look for on your coins as well. It's a 1970 nickel that has die breaks. So it has a couple different things going on for this coin. So first up, at the top of the coin, you can see that die break, which we also refer to as a cud, die break, same thing. Now you also see at the bottom of the coin, it has another die break. So it's interesting that it has two die breaks. Most of the times if you do find one, it's only gonna have one. So this has two, and it also has been struck through debris here on the reverse of the coin. So you can see that as well. Now this coin, even though it's graded at an AU50, it's still sold for $94 because of those errors taking place on it. So that's something you can look for on pennies, nickels, quarters, and dimes as well. So feel free to always inspect your coins very, very closely. Now this same coin here that sold for $94 looks like it has been regraded by NGC. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact coin, just regraded by NGC. This coin graded at a 58 instead of a 50 that Annex had it listed at, and now it sold for $149. Time out, check this out, guys. Real quick, guys, if you want a free coin book or a free coin roll hunting mat, there's no catch. All you have to do is click the link below this video, go over to Whatnot, sign up, and you get a $15 credit. Then you go to my Whatnot shop, and all you have to do is add one of these items to your cart, check out, and you get the $15 off. We're going to be doing coin auctions as well on Whatnot, so feel free to come over there. That's the only place I will be live streaming selling coins. Silver coins, old coins, modern coins, graded coins, ungraded coins. We're selling it all on Whatnot. Couch Collectibles. Make sure you guys go follow me. Let's get 10,000 followers. We can do it. Get over there right now. Get that link in the comments below. All right, back to the video here. 1971 Jefferson nickel that was actually struck onto a Philippines 25 centimos planchet. So this coin ended up selling for $720 because we have the nickel design that was struck onto a Philippines coin planchet. So super rare error there, over 700 bucks. Now this next coin is a 1972 nickel that has been double struck, and that strike is flipped over. So you'll see the reverse design here with the obverse, something that could definitely be passed up if you're not really paying attention to your coin. And then we'll see the design of Jefferson here from the obverse here on the reverse of the Jefferson nickel. Now this coin ended up selling for a little over $400. authenticated by NGC. Now we looked at a die break on that other nickel where it had 2 die breaks. This nickel here has 1 die break, and you can see that some of them can be small, some of them could be very large. Some could take up a large portion of the coin, you know, half the coin or even more. This coin ended up selling for $57, graded by Annex. Now here is a die break again, but you'll see it wraps around the rim of the coin there at the top of the Jefferson nickel. Now that's pretty cool. This coin ended up selling for around $150 at auction, graded by NGC. Now here's something to look for as well, you can look for on all kinds of different coins, is a lamination error. So this nickel has a couple different things going on. It's been struck through here on the obverse of the coin, and then it also has a folded lamination. So this Jefferson nickel ended up selling for around $80 at auction because of those mint errors and because of the grade. Now here is a coin that sold for nearly $2,000 at auction. So kind of similar to the Jefferson nickel that was struck onto a 25-cent Philippines coin planchet. Well, this one was struck onto a Philippines 5 centimos planchet. So that is a super rare error. That's why it sold for nearly $2,000 at auction. So always pay attention to your coins, weigh them, inspect them very closely. This coin here was struck onto an elliptical planchet. You can see the design being cut off as a result of that mint error, and this nickel ended up selling for $174. Next up is a strike through taking place here on the obverse of a 1986 nickel. This coin ended up selling for a little over $200 at auction, again graded by NGC. So always inspect your coins because you never know what you may find. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.